Madridistas, welcome back to the channel. First match of La Liga, we take on Almeria, champions of Segunda, at the Power Horse Stadium. Fantastic name. We win 2-1. Lucas Vazquez in the 61st minute and David Alaba in the 75th with his first touch after an incredible free kick after he came off the bench. Some rusty things we saw today. It's a new lineup. Carlo's rotating, so don't get angry at Carlo. These growing pains will have to happen, but it's really important for us to get off the mark here in La Liga. Barcelona dropped points, Sevilla dropped points, though I think Sevilla is going to finish like 5th or 6th this season. I don't think they're going to be too much of a threat, but really good to see that we were able to respond to adversity, come back, control the match. We had multiple chances. Fantastic game for their keeper and their defense. They were phenomenal today. They threw themselves in front of the ball. You reminded me of the Sheriff match from last year. Kaiki, the young Brazilian center-back, very highly rated. He was brilliant today. So Almeria can be proud. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in La Liga, so to speak. They are Saudi-backed, so they have a little bit of money, so we'll see what they do. But for us, glad we get out of there with 3 points. It's never easy on the road in Spain. Now let's get into some thoughts on the game. Alright, so early on, we have the Ramanzani goal. I tweeted about this before the match. Ramanzani and Sadiq, their front line, dynamic players. Sadiq is likely off to Villarreal. Watch how good he's going to play for them. He's going to help them hit another level. But early on, Rudiger just not communicating with Nacho. He's too far forward. He gets beaten over the top. Really good finish from the Belgian, former Manchester United academy player Ramanzani. Now, Nacho and Rudiger, new centre-back partnerships always take time. That said, I thought Rudiger grew into the game really well. It's a new league. It's a new language. You guys got to give players time. I don't want to be overreacting or reactionary about this stuff too early. You know, he made a mistake, but I thought he atoned for it well, and he grew into the game. He was a force in the air. He was physical when he needed to be. And Sadiq, in general, is one of the more challenging forwards in terms of his build and his play style that Rudiger will play this season. So I was fine with that. Mistakes happen. We move on. Now, in the first half, we did see, the lineup was very different. We had Tchouaméni, we had Valverde, we had Camavinga, and Toni Kroos, of course, Valverde on the right. Now, Camavinga was taken off at halftime for a booking, something we've seen him do a few times so far. I think Camavinga in that position, which is where I really do think he's going to flourish long term, not as a pivot, but maybe as a dynamic box-to-box guy. If he's on the right side of midfield, I think he needs a winger to really be effective. I thought in the first half, Camavinga was just too far pushed forward. Tactically, he wasn't in the right positions. And I think that just goes with familiarity between the guys. Camavinga's still really young. He's incredible on the ball. The tactical side of the game is what he's going to grow into as time goes on. So I'm not going to crucify him for this performance. He still didn't do too much wrong. He lost the ball maybe only once, maybe twice at the most. But it was really his positioning I thought didn't give us enough in the first half. In the second half, once Modric came in, we kind of fell into familiar patterns. Valverde came into the middle a little bit more. We were able to see some more sustainable play. But I'm okay with that. The other debutant today, Aurelien Tchouaméni, had a couple of rocky moments as well, but again, I think he played solid. He didn't do anything super spectacular, but he was good on the ball. He moved the ball. He had a really good ball over the top early for Vinicius. His cut back to Benzema is a little bit behind him, but Karim has to do a little bit better there. In general, Benzema was pretty rusty today. I never hold these performances against him because you see Karim, he's such a football player. Sometimes just wants to get into the groove, test some things out. It's a long season. Benzema has proven himself time and time again, but he was a little bit rusty today. And you could see as the game went on, he got a little bit more frustrated, unable to finish some chances. We're used to Benzema scoring, so it's all good. How about Lucas Vazquez today? Not the best crossing in the first half, but as you saw time went on, he got a little bit. Now, let's talk about the wingbacks. We had Lucas Vazquez on the right and Ferland Mendy on the left. Vazquez gets the goal, scored twice actually. The other one was called for offside, but very debatable call. Vazquez getting into the right position. He's a smart player. Remember, he used to be a right wing. He knows where to be, and I thought he found himself in good positions. We always lack on that right side, so I thought LB did a good job there today. Now, at the left back position, Ferland Mendy. I like Ferland Mendy. I think he is an incredible defensive player, and I think in a lot of big matches, he's crucial. But in the final third, he does not have enough ideas. He kind of, I don't want to say panics on the ball, but he looks to make the simple decision, and sometimes he takes a little bit too long to make it. Whereas you saw the difference with David Alaba as soon as he came in. He's combining with Vinicius, combining with Hazard who came on, combining with Modric, combining with Benzema. Mendy is a bit simplified in how he plays, and it limits us against La Liga low blocks. Here's the deal. When teams are sitting back, Mendy's exposed a bit more because now he has time on the ball and he has to make decisions. Most of the time, he's going to try to play Vinicius through down the line or go right back to Cruz and recycle possession. There's not a lot of nuance in how he thinks about attack. And I think Vinicius in particular, despite the fact Vinicius was incredible today, I thought he was so much fun to watch. He just kept being that challenging player for them. As you've seen, he can be an engine that drives our attack. But I think he would be liberated with a better attacking left back. Not every game. I think there are some matches where we need Mendy's defensive solidity there, but a lot of games with David Alaba, we're going to play liquid football. We're going to be more dynamic in the final third, so I really want to see that happen. Hopefully, we see this substitution happen maybe at the start of the match, maybe earlier in the match. Love Furlan, but a lot of times his ineptitude in the final third can hurt us. And he doesn't make, to me, enough off-ball runs just straight down the line with his pace to challenge the defense and open up space for Vinicius to control the ball inside. Vinny, what can you say? Not best finishing today, but still getting active, getting in front of the ball. You know, he helped create the second goal where his shot was saved. Had that scored, that would have been an incredible goal. So Vinny is picking up right where he left off. I have no worries about Vinicius. I think he's going to hit another level this year. He's used to the attention. He's used to the pressure. And you do imagine eventually, someday, we're going to get a right winger. And Vinicius is going to have so much freedom when, you know, teams aren't just going all the way over to the left and trying to break up that Mendy, Vinicius, Cruz, Benzema kind of, not a square, but what's a square when it's started? I'm not sure. A parallelogram, maybe. Regardless, Vinicius picking up where he left off, Alaba coming off the bench and making things happen. We get 3 points, which is the most important thing today. I want to give a shout out as well to Toni Kroos and Fede Valverde. Toni Kroos, again, not the best with the deliveries from corners. I think his corners have been a bit too floaty, but again, played well. Good moving of the ball as usual. Definitely looks a bit more active than he did towards the end of last season. So I think Cruz is going to have a really good season. And what can you say about Fede? Still can't get that goal. I know I expect 10, 15 goals from Fede this season. He has to start getting these into the back of the net. It seems like he just cursed. Whether it's hitting the bar, whether it's just being saved, whether it's just straight at the keeper. But he has so much venom behind those strikes. He's going to get a lot of opportunities on the right wing this season. So we'll see how things play out. Madridistas, do not overreact. Early start to the season. Things are going to play out. They're going to make sense. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.